Hi, hello everyone! I'm Toshi from Japan and tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you 15 new entry rules for traveling to Japan in 2026.
Last year, in 2025, I covered Japan's entry rules, but now in 2026, a lot has changed. In this video, I'm not just explaining the latest travel rules, I'll also share 15 important tips you should know after arriving in Japan. Whether this is your first time visiting, or you're coming back again, make sure to watch until the end to avoid unexpected trouble at the airport. Plus, I also offer guided tour in Japan, travel itineraries based on trip duration and area, and recommendations for unique cultural experiences.
You can find more information in the description below. So, let's get started.
Number 1 is Visit Japan Web. Before you arrive in Japan, there's one thing that can save you a huge amount of time at the airport. Visit Japan Web. This is an official service created to simplify immigration and customs procedures, and the Japanese government strongly recommends that all travelers use it. I often hear two very common questions. The first one is, do I still need Visit Japan Web now that COVID is over? The answer is yes. This has nothing to do with pandemic restrictions. Visit Japan Web is a completely different system, designed to make entry smoother for every traveler, whether it's your first visit or your fifth. The second concern is about fake apps and scam websites. This is extremely important. Visit Japan Web is not an app, it is a website only. If you see or download something claiming to be a Visit Japan Web app, delete it immediately. Some fake services even ask for credit card information. The official service is free, and the Japanese government recently updated the official URL to fight these scams. Using Visit Japan Web is not mandatory, but if you skip it, you'll need to fill out paper forms and wait in longer lines. If you use it, just show the QR code at customs. And one last tip, take a screenshot in case airport Wi-Fi is slow.
It's a small step that can make your arrival in Japan much smoother.
Number 2 is Japan Entry Rule Updates. Now let's talk about the latest Japan Entry Rule updates and why they matter to you. Japan has been making travel easier by expanding visa exemptions, and right now, travelers from 74 countries and regions can enter Japan without a visa. But easier entry also brings new challenges. To prevent illegal entry and protect national security, the Japanese government is preparing a new pre-screening system called Japan ESTA, similar to the US ESTA. Originally, this system was planned for 2028, but former Prime Minister Ishiba has requested an earlier launch, and the government is now moving forward as quickly as possible. Once introduced, travelers will be required to submit personal information, accommodation details, and travel plans before arriving in Japan. The goal is to identify potential issues before travelers even board a flight. Here's the good news. If approved, this system is expected to make immigration faster and smoother, especially during busy seasons or late-night arrivals, when long lines are common. However, there's one serious warning. Fake Japan ESTA websites are already appearing online. These sites falsely claim the system is active and may ask for personal information. The real Japan ESTA has not launched yet, so never enter your details on these sites.
I'll keep you updated with any new information, so please subscribe to my channel.
Number 3 is New Entry Denial Rule. In a previous video, I talked about a serious problem Japan is facing: unpaid medical bills left by foreign visitors. Because of this, the government has been discussing whether travel insurance should become mandatory. To understand how serious this is, in just 1 month, September 2024, unpaid medical costs from foreign tourists exceeded 61 million yen. Now there's an important update you need to know. At the moment, visitors who leave unpaid medical bills of 200,000 yen or more can be registered in a government database, and in some cases, this can lead to being denied entry on future trips to Japan. Starting from fiscal year 2026, the government plans to lower this threshold significantly. Unpaid medical bills of 10,000 yen or more may be enough to trigger registration. This clearly shows Japan's position. Travelers who do not follow local rules or fail to pay required costs may not be welcomed back. I know most of you are responsible travelers, but this is still something you must be aware of. Always pay medical expenses properly, and strongly consider having travel insurance.
Mandatory travel insurance is still under discussion, and I'll keep you updated as new information comes out.
If you would like a personal guide in Japan or need recommendations for travel plans and cultural experiences,
please contact me from the link in the description section.
Number 4 is Japan's visa update. Here's big news if you're planning to visit Japan. Starting in 2026, Japan is set to dramatically increase its visa application fees. The fee is expected to rise from around 3,000 yen to roughly 28,000 yen, nearly a 9-fold increase, and much closer to what other G7 countries already charge. What's surprising is that Japan hasn't raised visa fees since 1978. For decades, it had the lowest visa fees among G7 nations, but that era is coming to an end. Now here's the good news. Japan still maintains a visa exemption system. Citizens of 74 countries and regions can enter Japan for short-term tourism without a visa. However, the allowed length of stay and entry conditions vary depending on your nationality.
So before you travel, make sure to check the official Japanese government website for the latest details.
Number 5 is new pre-clearance system. Japan is more popular than ever, but there's one major problem: long immigration lines. A friend of mine recently flew in from the US, and it took him over an hour just to clear immigration. And he wasn't alone. With so many travelers coming to Japan, these long waits have become frustratingly common. To fix this, Japan has announced a brand new pre-screening system in partnership with Taiwan. This system allows travelers to complete part of the immigration process before arriving in Japan, making entry much faster and more efficient. Now you might be wondering why this matters, even if you're not traveling from Taiwan. Here's why. Travelers from Taiwan make up about 20% of all visitors to Japan. If their entry process becomes faster, overall wait times are reduced for everyone else as well. There's another reason too. Many travelers from Western countries visit Japan as part of a multi-destination trip that includes Taiwan. A smoother process benefits the entire travel flow. This system has been rolling out at several Japanese airports through February 2025 and is already helping reduce congestion.
If you are eligible, make sure to take advantage of it and enjoy a smoother arrival in Japan.
Number 6 is Faster Traveler Program. Now here's the good news. Japanese government has introduced a Faster Traveler Program that allows certain foreign visitors to use automated immigration gates instead of standing in those long lines. I actually mentioned this idea in a previous video, saying Japan was considering an automated system for foreign travelers, but after looking into it more closely, I found out something surprising. Some travelers can already use it. This system is called the Trusted Traveler Program, or TTP. If you qualify, you won't need to go through the standard immigration counters. Instead, you simply scan your passport and fingerprints at an automated gate and enter Japan much faster. So who can use it? At the moment, US citizens enrolled in the Global Entry Program are eligible. It's also available to short-term business travelers and even some tourists, as long as they or their family members hold a platinum or higher-tier credit card. There are a few basic requirements. You need a passport from a visa-exempt country, no criminal record, and no history of visa denials for Japan. If you meet these conditions, you can apply online through Japan's Immigration Services Agency website. The process is fairly simple. You apply online first. If approved, your first entry still goes through regular immigration. After that, you complete a second step at a designated airport counter, where officials verify your documents, take your fingerprints, and issue a trusted traveler card. Once you have that card, you can use automated gates on future visits, and skip the long immigration lines entirely. If you travel to Japan often, this can be a real game changer.
For more details, check the official website, linked in the description.
Number 7 is Japan's departure tax. Every time you leave Japan, you're actually paying a departure tax of 1,000 yen, even if you don't realize it. Most travelers never notice because this fee is already included in the price of their airline ticket. In a previous video, I mentioned that Japan was considering raising this tax, and now we finally have clear numbers and a timeline. Starting July 1, 2026, Japan will increase the departure tax from 1,000 yen to 3,000 yen for anyone leaving the country. This change is meant to bring Japan closer to the departure tax levels of other countries. So why is this happening? According to government officials, Japan needs a more stable source of funding to continue improving tourism infrastructure, especially as visitor numbers keep rising. It's also important to know that this change does not affect only foreign tourists. The departure tax applies to everyone leaving Japan, including Japanese travelers. And Japan isn't alone in charging this kind of tax. In comparison, the US charges around 3,500 yen, Egypt about 3,900 yen, and Australia can charge up to 7,000 yen.
So if you are hoping to enjoy Japan, while travel costs are still relatively lower, it might be a good idea to plan your trip sooner rather than later.
Number 8 is mobile battery restrictions. If you're flying to Japan, there's an airline rule about portable chargers you really need to know. Starting July 2025, Japanese airlines have banned storing mobile batteries in overhead bins. Instead, you must keep them in a visible place, like your pocket or under the seat in front of you. If you're charging a device during the flight, never leave it unattended. Cabin crew may stop you if they can't see the battery. You should also check the battery capacity before packing. Batteries under 100 watt-hours are allowed. If it's between 100 and 160 watt-hours, you can bring up to 2. Anything over 160 watt-hours is strictly prohibited. This rule applies to all 23 Japanese airlines, including all Nippon Airways and Japan Airlines. The reason is safety. There have been multiple incidents worldwide where portable batteries overheated or even caught fire, including cases on Korean and Hawaiian Airlines. I personally had a bad experience on a flight with Jeju Air. My battery was confiscated at check-in because it exceeded the limit. It was a huge hassle.
So double check your portable charger before flying.
Number 9 is list of prohibited items. Before entering Japan, it's extremely important to know what you are not allowed to bring with you. Carrying prohibited items can lead to confiscation, and in some cases, even denial of entry. Let me walk you through 6 items travelers commonly get wrong. First, meat products. Most meat items are not allowed, whether they're raw or cooked. This includes sausages, bacon, and jerky. A friend of mine from the US once tried bringing a leftover airport burger, and it was immediately confiscated on arrival. Second, fruits and vegetables. Even everyday items like apples, oranges, or bananas are prohibited. Japan is very strict about preventing pests and plant diseases. The good news is, fresh fruit is easy to find once you're in Japan. Third, medications. Some over-the-counter or prescription drugs that are legal in your country may be restricted in Japan. I've personally bought painkillers in the US that turned out not to be approved for import. Recreational drugs, narcotics, and stimulants are strictly prohibited and come with severe penalties. Always check the official government website before you travel. Fourth, counterfeit luxury goods. Fake designer items are treated as intellectual property violations in Japan, and bringing them in can cause serious legal trouble. Fifth, alcohol and tobacco. You can bring them, but only within specific limits. Go over the allowance, and you may face high taxes or confiscation. And sixth, certain animal products. Japan follows the CITES Treaty, so items made from endangered species, like tiger, crocodile, or exotic reptiles, are strictly prohibited. For other items to avoid, check my previous video for a full list.
Following these rules will ensure smooth, stress-free arrival in Japan.
Number 10 is Japan's new tax-free rules. If you're planning to shop in Japan, this is something you really need to know. Japan has made major changes to its tax-free shopping system, and these updates could completely change how you shop during your trip. The reason behind this is simple. The government wants to stop tourists from abusing the system by buying items tax-free and reselling them illegally. So here are 4 key changes you should be aware of. First, Japan is shifting to a refund-based system. You'll pay the consumption tax at the store, then receive a refund at the airport when you leave Japan. This is similar to how tax-free shopping works in countries like Germany and France. Second, special sealed packaging for consumable goods is no longer required. This speeds up the checkout process and reduces waiting time at the store. Third, the previous purchase limit of 500,000 yen has been removed. However, if your total purchase exceeds 1 million yen, the store must register serial or identification numbers for those items. Fourth, these new rules will take effect starting November 1st, 2026. While the system becomes more flexible, it also means you'll need to plan your shopping a bit more carefully. The government has even discussed the possibility of ending the tax-free system entirely in the future, arguing that tourists also benefit from public services and should contribute through taxes. If that happens, it would be a major change for international travelers.
I'll keep you updated with any new information, so please subscribe to my channel.
Number 11 is SIM versus Wi-Fi. Reliable internet access is essential when traveling in Japan. You have the main options, SIM card or a Wi-Fi device. Both are easy to get at airports, no reservation needed. Some airports even have vending machines for them. So, which one should you choose? It really depends on your travel style. If you want cost efficiency and portability, a SIM card might be the best option. It fits right into your phone and gives you data wherever you go. eSIM are also becoming very popular, and Japan Wireless offers a great service with easy setup. You can even get 10% off with my coupon code. Check the link in the description. If you're traveling with a group, a Wi-Fi device is often more economical. Multiple users can share the same device, splitting the cost while staying connected. Pocket Wi-Fi from Japan Wireless or Ninja Wi-Fi works really well, with strong coverage and simple setup. And yes, my coupon code gives 10% off as well. Ultimately, whether you choose a SIM card or a Wi-Fi device depends on your needs and preferences.
Consider the number of users, your budget, and convenience, and pick the solution that makes your trip the smoothest.
Number 12 is best IC cards for Japan travel. If you're traveling around Japan, getting an IC card like Suica or Icoca is an absolute must. These cards make your trip so much easier. You can use them not only on trains and buses, but also at convenience stores, supermarkets, and even vending machines. Which card you get depends on where you arrive. In Tokyo, you can buy a Suica at Narita or Haneda Airport. If you land in Osaka, you'll likely get an Icoca at Kansai International Airport. The good news is that both cards work in most major cities across Japan. You can buy them easily at airport train ticket machines. There's a 500 yen deposit, which you get back when you return the card to a station clerk. If you don't want to pay a deposit, the Welcome Suica is a great option. It's valid for 28 days and designed specifically for visitors. My personal recommendation is Mobile Suica. It's incredibly convenient because you can recharge it anytime, anywhere. Just keep in mind that Mobile Suica is currently available only for iPhone users. Android users will need a physical Suica or Icoca. If you want to choose the best option for your travel style, check out my previous video for more detailed tips.
It's full of tips that can save you time and make your Japan trip smoother.
Number 13 is Suica's biggest update. As I mentioned in the previous section, transportation IC cards, like Suica, are absolutely essential for travelers in Japan. And for your trip in 2026, there are two major updates you really need to know about. The first update is Welcome Suica Mobile. Starting October 1st, 2025, Welcome Suica Mobile is now integrated with the JR East train reservation system. This means you can purchase train tickets directly inside the app. You can easily book tickets for the Shinkansen, the Narita Express, and other limited express trains. The Narita Express, in particular, is a huge advantage. If you reserve your ticket in advance using the app, you can arrive at Narita Airport and head straight into Tokyo without needing to withdraw cash at all. Once you're in the city, you can also use Welcome Suica Mobile for local trains and buses, making your entire journey smooth and stress-free. Overall, it's been designed to be extremely user-friendly for international visitors. The second big update is coming in fall 2026, with the launch of a new service called Suica Tap Pay. This is a new brand that covers QR code and barcode payment features built into Mobile Suica and Mobile Pasmo. There are 4 key benefits. First, it works directly with your existing Mobile Suica, so there's no need to install a separate app. Second, it allows much higher payment limits. The previous charge limit of 20,000 yen will increase to as much as 300,000 yen. Third, transfer functions are being expanded, allowing you to send money between Mobile Suica and Mobile Pasmo. This means you'll be able to easily send your balance to friends or family. And fourth, exclusive coupons for specific regions and shops will be issued regularly.
By using these new features, you can travel Japan more comfortably and enjoy even better value than before.
Number 14 is best place to exchange money. In Japan, cash is still king, so getting some Japanese yen as soon as you arrive is essential. But where should you exchange money? The best exchange rates are usually found in the city, while airport and hotel counters often offer poor rates. So at the airport, it's smart to exchange just enough for immediate needs. Around 5,000 yen per person is usually enough. If you need more, wait until you get into town. City exchange offices are easy to find, and they often give much better rates. Another great option is using an ATM. You can withdraw yen using a credit or debit card almost anywhere in Japan. The good news is that many ATMs support multiple languages, including English, Chinese, and Korean, so you can withdraw cash with confidence.
With these tips, you'll have yen in hand without losing money on poor exchange rate.
Number 15 is airport to city best options. When you arrive in Japan, there are several ways to get from the airport to the city center. You can choose from taxis, buses, or trains, including special express services. The options depend on the airport. For example, at Narita Airport, the Narita Express is a convenient choice, while at Haneda Airport, the Tokyo monorail is a fast and comfortable option. These special trains are great if you want to avoid crowded commuter trains. If you prefer a taxi, consider booking through an inbound platform in advance to skip waiting in line. You can even use my coupon code for a 500 yen discount. Check the link in the description. For a more budget-friendly option, airport buses are easy to use. With apps like Google Maps, just enter your hotel name and it will guide you directly to the right bus. Choose the option that fits your budget and schedule, and don't hesitate to ask friendly airport staff for help. With the right plan, your journey from the airport will be smooth, safe, and stress-free.
How was today's video? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!